Yes, guys, this is the cupcakes for the Black History Month event. So we had it specially made for ourselves. So I'm really excited. It looks really yummy. And I'm just about to get ready, have a shower, put makeup on, and we'll be on our way now. Ciao. Oh, yummy, yummy. Everyone, welcome to AUD TV. So today I'm really excited. Right now we are in Black History Month event in Richmond. So I am one of the guest speakers and I'm super excited. So I hadn't had time, guys, to make the vlog at home, but I'll be here in an amazing building. I'll get to show you when we are done. So I'm here with my guys and we're just setting up our table.
Short there.
There's more. There's more in there.
Just have this much if there's more. I think you made it.
Where's the toilet? I need to get the water.
There's a toilet over there. Over there. Green scissors.
Huh? Yeah, bring me down. Have to be quite quick soon. So guys, here we are now. An amazing building is in Twickenham. It's called York House. It's absolutely hysterical. I mean, it's got so much stories behind it. So I'm gonna show you the beautiful side of it, the inside of it. So this is it. Yeah. This is how gorgeous this is. This is where the lounge is. This is where everything is all set up. I don't know if there's any other room, but look how amazing this place is. Yes, so this is all the pictures on the wall. Can't really see them who they are, and I'm sure they're very historical people.
Oh.
Not you. No, you're good. And I've got my kids here. So my kids, yeah, got my boys just getting busy. I've got Adonai here. And we've got all amazing people doing amazing work in our community. So beautiful. See this? This is what my boys are doing. So I don't know. Okay.
Jamaica when we think it did. The government of the time, in 1834, borrowed money so compensation could be given to slave owners to the tune of £20 million. Half that sum stayed in the UK.
Good evening, everyone. See the nerves can start kicking in. My name is Sandra Vita, and I'm originally from Congo. I live in Richmond. I came from Central Africa, basically. It's called Kinshasa. And then Richmond has always been my home. And I remember when we came first time to UK, we lived in Hounslow for about a year. And I loved it because I could find some children, from all different backgrounds. We could talk about where we came from. Then automatically, how it is, we had to move to Richmond, Ham. How many of you know Ham? Yeah. Oh, you see, I'm one of you. Then we moved to Ham, and I realized there wasn't many black children around at all. And it became very cold. As I was growing up in Congo, and I knew I was a bit different compared to other children, in terms that in school, I was always struggling with reading and writing. And I used to get beaten up by the teachers. We all know in third countries, the way of encouraging a child if he's struggling at school, you give them a good beating, as they say, a good beating. So that's the way to encourage a child to be able to read. But because I was dyslexic, nobody knew it was a struggle. So when I got to this country, and I realized something in school, there was, where the teacher was, there wasn't a cane on the table. And I thought, it's looking good, it's looking good. So there's not a cane on the teacher's table, so I could be myself. But the painful thing is, I was looking around, there was not any black child. As you know, children, they get to make friends with another siblings, with another child in class. Maybe they could talk about the subject, they could talk about the math, they could talk about English. But it was so hard for me, being a black child, also dyslexic, not knowing what's happening in school. I couldn't talk about the subject with friends, I couldn't talk about anything. And I became a clown in a class. It was so painful. And I remember continuously, my parents, English being the second language, they get to be called at the school from the head teachers. And then we'll sat them down and we'll talk to them, we'll show them the grades. And then by the time we leave the head teacher's room again, the parents with a strong African accent, stupid kid, stupid. So it was just continuously, and I was trying my bestest. And I was thinking, what is going on? And it was just so painful. And then this bubbly, happy child came, as you guys can see there, and I started to be very cold, very quiet. I wouldn't speak to anybody. Because when he came at home in the evening time, our father would sit all of us down to read, and I couldn't read, the abuses came along. And I'm so blessed to say I live in an amazing area where I live in Richmond. Somehow child protection came to rescue me from my parents. But it was because I was dyslexic, it was lack of awareness in my family, in the community. And I had to go live with a white family. The thing that I didn't like, because I was a black child, I loved my spice food. There wasn't no spice food. There was no spice food, the only thing that I missed. But the good thing is, as I was growing up, and I knew something about me, it wasn't great. And then continuously being depressed, suicidal continuously, because I couldn't find myself, I couldn't speak the language, I couldn't understand anything, and then it was just continue after continue. And then from the age of 16, and I decided, I'm gonna have a child. I'm gonna have a child so nobody talks to me about education anymore. But the good thing is, I used to love, living in Richmond areas. I could go to nice places. When I go to other, I would say Bain community, it wasn't there. And I loved Richmond so much, and I used to live with my foster parents. And in school, I used to tell them, I want to become a mother. They said, why would you become a mother? Because becoming a mother, you don't need a manual book. Nobody needs to tell you to read how to read and write. And the life was just continuously unbearable. And I had a child at the age of 16.
And I went to Richmond College, I struggled again. But the only thing that I want to say, growing up in the white area, this opportunity of coming to places like this is absolutely amazing, because many children who are growing in Richmond area, we feel like we lost. There's nothing was like this was made for us. Nobody talked about Black history. Nobody talked about anything. A child coming to another country, you don't know who you are, especially being dyslexic. From the age of 16, I had a kid. Richmond Council gave me a flat. And then as a child, every child has a dream. No child in this earth will say, I don't think of being anybody. I always wanted to be a nurse. I was thinking my struggle reading, writing, it was just a phase I was going through. Maybe my parents thought it was just a phase, and I realized that it wasn't a phase. You know, this struggling to read and writing, it was here to stay. This is what it was. And then depression, in and out, the doctors. One day, my amazing doctor, let me tell you, I am a proper Richmond girl. I do call myself, I am African, I am Black British, and I am a Barnes girl, because I live in Barnes. And I love being in Richmond, and I must admit, we've got amazing doctors, amazing GPs. So one day I went to my doctor's surgery to get a repeated prescription. And I went to reception. All the ladies know me there because I do have an amazing sense of humor. And I went to reception, and I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting for my prescription. And then they said, no, the doctor wants to see you. I'm like, no, I don't want to see you, I just want my prescription. My prescription was repeated antidepressant for life. It was just too much. I didn't want to talk to anybody. He said, the doctor wants to see you. I'm like, oh, okay, let me go. And I went over there, and he sat me down. He said, Sandra, and I know you've got so much potential. He calls me, you are the ray of sunshine in this borough, because I was a carer for so many years. Don't talk about how I managed writing reports. Don't understand. Then he asked me, Sandra, I'm not going to give you antidepressant anymore. I need to get to the bottom of your problem. And I said, I don't want to tell you. He said, no, I need to know, Sandra. And I said, you know what, doctor? I'm dumb. I'm stupid. He said, do not say that you're stupid. Sandra, I think you are dyslexic. And I think so many, Black children, they are dyslexic, but there's lack of awareness. You Black children, you Black people do not know you are dyslexic. You don't even know the meaning of dyslexic. And I said, what do you mean? What's this? What? This what? So it was all new to my ears. He said, no, I've been at doctor's surgery in East London. So many, Asian community, BAME communities, they're all affected by dyslexia, but they do not know. And then I went to silence. I went completely silence. And I said, what, is it a cure? He said, no. He said, let me tell you, there's some amazing people in this world who are dyslexic. Count yourself, you are one of them. And I think you've got a duty to spread this awareness to your people. And I said, you sure it's not a type of illness you need to give me medication? He said, no, go and do your research. The first thing I remember, as being a proud African woman as I always am, with my big hair, he said, no, reminding me of Whoopi Gold, the artist. I said, oh, hair like me, she's like me then. He said, she is dyslexic, but she has made it. Then I went to do my research. I was in tears for days and days and days, because I thought my trouble was a tablet and it will be over. And I decided, you know what? I am going to bring the awareness of dyslexic to the people of Africa. I'm going to bring the awareness of people, BAME people who live in whatever area they live in. It could be children who are in Borough of Richmond. It's not talked of. They're talking about celebrity, but somebody like me who struggled like them, I need to be out there. So people get to ask me, Sandra, why is it Africa Dyslexic United? You're all there with me. See the picture? I know. And I always tell people, I'm always proud of where I came from. Even though I left Africa as a child, I don't really know much about where I came from, but I'm always proud to say I am African. The reason we all here, I'm sure my kids are all there, they want to know more. They want to know more about being Africans, and I'm always proud. And I'm also proud of saying I am dyslexic, something that it is a stigma in a BAME community, something is a stigma in an Asian community. I'd rather somebody come out in the open, I've got a deadly disease, but they can't say they are dyslexic because people are going to start discriminating them. People are going to see them differently. People are going to treat them differently. People are going to start calling them all type of name. I've been there, I've done it, and I've decided to bring a change to generation after generation. And then also, there's one more picture. I do a lot of charity back home as well. There's one picture that I love, me carrying a diploma and a merit. And I went back to Congo where I was born. Thank you. And I had to go back to Congo where I came from. I don't know if you can see that. I had to go back. It was a painful route to where I used to get beaten every day as a child because I couldn't read. And I had to go back and tell them, you know, there is an invisible disability. It's called dyslexia. So then I was the first woman, a black woman, they call me a coconut, I don't know why. A black woman who came from Britain to bring the awareness of dyslexia. So the Prime Minister in the country gave me a merit and diploma because they've never heard of disability. It's called dyslexia. And thank you very much for listening. I do, and I'm just filming the food. Everybody wants to eat the food. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Well done.
Yes, hi everyone, hi once again. So I've decided to do a conclusion of my video of Black History Month event, the one that I was invited to be one of the guest speakers. It was absolutely amazing. So let me tell you where I am right now. I'm in Richmond Bridge. So I've never come down this side before. I'm always right down the top, if you can see the bridge up there. So I'm always up that bridge. I've never been down, so it is absolutely gorgeous. So today I've decided to come round. Oh, hi. Oh, it's too lovely, guys. They made me laugh. Yeah, so today I've decided to come down and to have a nice walk. It's nice Saturday. It's a bit breezy, but it's fine, it's lovely. I mean, all day the weather's been absolutely lovely. The sun has been up all day today. And then yeah, I just decided, you know what, let me come down to have a long walk. It's been a very long week, like I say, you know, with the Black History Month, and I had to organize to do my speech for the first time, to do a speech in front of people. I've done it before in Congo because that's my language. I was a bit comfortable, you know. English being your second language, you have to make sure you're saying everything correctly. But I thank God everything went absolutely smoothly. Everybody loved the speech. Even my kids was in tears. Talking about it, I'm very emotional as well. My kids was very emotional as well, hearing the mother talking about the journey, the painful journey living with dyslexia, and also talking about, you know, living in Britain, how it is. coming to this country as a child. So I really loved the event. It was very inspirational to my children, to my children and everybody else. So it's a great opportunity. You know, the sad thing is everybody was in tears. So many people was in tears to hear my story. You know, the reason I share my story now, I am inspirational to so many people out there, what I've overcome, what I've faced with my dyslexia. So I don't really share my story, you know, to bring sadness, but to bring hope and to encourage someone out there. And then, yeah, it was just absolutely amazing. You know, guys, enjoy the video. The food was delicious. And then please, guys, don't forget to share and subscribe. Share the video with your friends. And then it's absolutely amazing. Like I said, there's more stuff to come. So this is just the beginning. Okay, guys, don't forget to subscribe. And this is ADU TV. This is your Sandra. And then that's it. I'm going to get going, have something to drink, and then see ya.